what is self-trashing and borderline personality disorder, and how does it show up in self-destructive ways? This is a behavior I exhibited for years without really understanding what was even happening, what I was even doing, and what self-destructive behaviors even were. So what is self-destructive behavior? Well, self-destructive behavior is when you do something that's sure to cause harm, whether emotional or physical. It can be things like attempting binge eating, compulsive activities like gambling, shopping in excess, impulsive or risky behavior, overusing alcohol or drugs, and self-injury. Those are more examples of overt destructive behaviors, but there are many other types that can take form in your life that, we're not even conscious of, such as being self-derogatory, insisting, you're not smart enough, capable, or attractive enough, changing yourself to please others, clinging to someone who's not interested in you. This could be romantic or friendship, engaging in alienating or aggressive behavior that pushes people away, maladaptive behaviors such as chronic avoidance, procrastination, passive aggressiveness, and wallowing in self-pity. And a lot of those less conscious or overt examples fall very in alignment as well with BPD. And it's the frequency and severity of these behaviors that affect the person. When they're so frequent and so severe, they're gonna have a bad outcome, of course. To me, when I think of self-trashing or self-destructive behaviors, how it is a go-to regulatory mechanism to cope with our overwhelming emotions, can sometimes help make us feel alive again when the absence of the extreme emotion is kind of this nothingness, because a lot of the time there's this emptiness within that we want to fill. And when that emptiness kind of overtakes us into feeling this overwhelming nothingness, the emotional overwhelm to total numbness can cause great panic and make us feel like we need to do something, to act, to make us come back to a reality that's more pleasant to be in. Things are done in the extreme in order to cope and feel okay again, because with borderline, everything is kind of to the extreme. That is how many of us cope, even to our detriment. And that's also why the S rate is so high. It's 10% for people with borderline. This component to having borderline personality disorder, the self-destructive behavior, self-trashing, plays a huge role into this statistic. And this is not said to be void or without hope. It's said to acknowledge and make connections of triggers to maladaptive behaviors and to grow a greater understanding of self. Awareness and seeing clearly are keys to unlocking you while not being ashamed. And there's always help available.